my song. Let's sing it. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's insane. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah!
Hey, everybody. It is Friday, and I feel a little bit of relief because I only got one more show to record before I'm all done for a long holiday for me. I was going to do some Christmas shit this week, but I realized I've done Christmas shit before. There's so many episodes of Christmas stuff, and I'll point back to previous episodes on Saturday's episode in a big way so you can find some of that stuff. But if you're looking for some Christmas stuff right now, go forth. There's tons of Christmas stuff in last year's and the previous year's Coolest Live that we put out, and you can get all sorts of good recommendations. But in the meantime, it's Friday. It's my WildCard day. It's where I get to pick the thing that I like to do, as opposed to Mondays where we like to do, what is it? Music. And Tuesdays where we like to do animation. And Wednesdays where we like to do graphic novels. And Thursdays when we like to do live action. You got it. And today is Friday where I like to do all sorts of shit. And today I want to celebrate the greatness of the RIFTS RPG from Palladium Books. Books written by Kevin Simbadia. And this series is awesome. There's just a shitload of freaking world books for RIFTS. It's all based on It's based on the Earth as we know it. But divided up amongst all sorts of different land masses, so there's, the main RIFTS book will give you the whole game, but then there's expansion books that expand on different areas, RIFTS Russia and RIFTS Japan, and RIFTS Japan's a favorite of mine. I love RIFTS Japan. But there's just a ton of them. The RIFTS New West is a great one, which is like a new Wild West. RIFTS is amazing at doing something that is, I just think, so key to the reason why I'm here talking about why the game is so great. Which is they've managed to figure out how to engage with basically every major physical, interactive, interesting sort of archetype that exists on planet Earth. And they have one place or another where that archetype is being allowed to play itself out. One of those things is that they've got the coalition is what you find in America, and the coalition is essentially like what you would think of as the Republican Party that has survived this terrible cataclysm that's happened in America, and they're defending the humans against all of the aliens. It's like, here we are the humans, and they are monsters, and we are racist against them. And basically that's like the gist of their thing. The basic premise of the RIFTS universe is that in the future, I don't know if we've caught up to the timeline yet, but in the near future, there is an explosion that goes off, that sets off the ley lines of the planet. And the ley lines explode, and that kills more people, and more people are killed, more ley lines explode, and the whole planet is just sort of reshaped overnight as this very magical and portal portal opening, a place filled with rifts into other dimensions that and beings hopping between the dimension of Earth and the other dimensions where they may come from. And because of that, RIFTS really does go on forever, and there's just any number of games that you can tell, and the baseline's really wonderful because it's all based around mythology or concepts that are inherent in your history or your life in one way or another. I don't know about you, But I hate throwing out food. And with 4 kids, it always feels like I'm throwing out the most around the holidays. But not anymore. Not with HelloFresh. You may have heard of them. I don't know. HelloFresh? On our show? HelloFresh? Well, I hope you've heard of them. They're the #1 meal kit in America, making home cooking easier with chef-crafted recipes and fresh ingredients delivered straight to your door. But this fall, they're serving up even more to love. They've doubled their menu, added larger portion sizes, added more healthy meals and veggies to the menu, plus more steaks and seafood recipes delivered every week for no extra cost, and new seasonal produce each week, from leeks to broccolini to Italian eggplant and more. Look, I use this, and if you aren't already, you should too, especially around the holidays. You see, the best part is, even though I never really learned how to cook very well, I'm passing on the skill to my children simply by following the directions provided to me by HelloFresh. Yeah, I'm a good dad. The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/CGA10FM now to get 10 free meals plus a free breakfast for life. 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/CGA10FM to get 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. HelloFresh is America's #1 choice for home cooking, and not just at my house. And, I won't get too much into like the nitty gritty of what a role-playing game is or any of this other shit. If you've played D&D or Vampire the Masquerade or any of these other games, there's similarities to it. Some people really like the system. Some people don't. I'm always a believer that it's not really the system. It's just the looseness of the game masters who are running the games. If they can be loose in ways that help to make it fun, it'll be great. If they could be, if they're going to be really strict to certain rule things or whatever else that make it less fun, then, it becomes less fun. But I've got the RIFTS Ultimate Edition in my hand right here. Don't kill me if maybe this isn't in your regular edition of the book. But the book will give you the whole world view, from historian perspective and like what happened in the world and just really lay out for you a lot of the different remaining civilizations that you might be able to be from based on the history of this world. And there's some great artwork, paintings, and different stuff like that from, in the one that I have, it's an updated edition that's got, painting from different people from over the years. Some of them are great, some of them are amateur, but some of the main people, like I think his name's Justin Long, who I think passed away, are incredible. So there's a bunch of different character classes that you can be. Different men-at-arms, like you can be a cyborg, or a brain inside of a suit. Maybe you have a certain amount of organs or whatever, but a cybernetic life form. A crazy, which is somebody who has these things built into their head that give them psychic powers. A cyber knight, which is basically like a psychic knight, but you have to you have like a certain code of honor and stuff. It's funny, I haven't thought about a cyber knight in a long time. Glitter boys, who are basically they're like an Iron Man, but they wear kind of like a Hulkbuster version of the Iron Man, where they have these locks that go into the ground so they can fire this really powerful cannon that they carry around on their shoulders. Glitter boys are interesting. Headhunters, who are just like partial cyborgs but just have skills and like the going to hunt people down variety. Juicers, which are fun. Juicers are like Bane from DC. They've got a permanent system pumping steroids into their body at all time to keep them fucking hyper fast and strong and whatever else. Merc Soldier, robot pilots, another version of a glitter boy. And then there's adventurers and scholars. You could be a body fixer, a doctor, city rat, who's just like sort of a streetwise teen adventurer, cyber doc, who's somebody who's like a medical doctor in cybernetics, who you can make a cyborg. Operator, somebody who's a mechanic, on fix shit. A rogue scholar, somebody who knows a lot about things, animals, whatever else. Rogue scientist, somebody who knows, you get it. Vagabonds, which is just sort of like somebody who's like a jack of all trades but hasn't really like done like anything in particular. Wilderness scouts, somebody who knows how to get around to the wilderness. And with all of these characters, there'll be different skills and subset sort of things that come along with each one of them. And I'm just like reading off of like a little list here that goes into the different ones. But then you could be some sort of practicer of magic, some sort of an elemental fusionist, a ley line walker, a ley line rifter, a mystic, a shifter, a techno wizard. You could be some sort of psychic, a burster, who's somebody whose psychicism revolves around fire. A dog boy, which is an actual dog humanoid who has a certain amount of psychic powers. Usually they're working with the coalition, those evil racist people who hate the aliens. A psi stalker, who's a mutant human with psychic powers. Or a mind melter, who's just a master psychic. It's so funny. As I like read these things, I'm like, I want to be a mind melter. I want to be... it's just super fun. And then, the racial character classes, there's the dragons, and coalition soldiers or some of the choices in here as well. This book is a real smorgasbord collection of all things, great artwork, some of the best artwork of some of the bits. This is like I said, the ultimate RIFTS main book. But there's so many great, memorable characters in the history of the world, and the coalition are very memorable. Their designs are very memorable. The story that they tell over time when the coalition, wars, and everything is really set up here in the initial bit of the book. This initial book has spells in it, and has psychic powers in it, and has not that many different races and stuff. You kind of have to go to other books to get all of that stuff. But hey, my son, I'm finishing up my podcast. I'll call you back in a little bit, okay? Okay. But there are so many expansion books. I mean, really great ones. And I know it's expansion books, Jesse. With this alone, you can do a shitload. And I don't know specifically, if you get like I said, the ultimate edition of the RIFTS main book. I don't know how many. I'm trying to get a glimpse at it because it says dragons, and I'm just kind of looking through it, and I haven't gone through this thing in a minute. It's a lot of different characters. I bet though, if you have different type of alien characters that you want it to be or anything like that you could look them up online. But I would say, if you go to a store or you go look online and you see some of the things, just get one or two books that just seem most appealing to you. The Ultimate Edition and the main book, the original main book, they have a basic outline of the whole universe, and it's super cool. It's just it's where we live, except this amplified version of it where all of mainline civilization has fallen, and what's left is remnants of the civilization that we remember that are the most interesting to play in. And this isn't like a video game. You have to interact. It ends up often becoming, some sort of comedy routine, but it also ends up becoming something that you end up getting invested in, whether you're taking it that seriously or not, because you just are doing it over time with friends, and you're getting invested, and you're getting things that you want. You're having things that you'd like. You have imaginary items, and you don't want to lose this. I like this so much. This means so much to me. It's amazing that something so imaginary can be so real. But the greatest thing about role-playing games in general is just that it teaches incredible problem-solving skills. And problem-solving is what everybody needs in the real world. Here is your list of skills and capabilities. Here are the items that you have on you. Here's the scenario you're in. What are you going to do? Can you figure out how to get out of that scenario, or will you be stuck? That is a real, genuine test of genius and a test that you will grow from every time, and you will get better and better and better at being able to accomplish over time. So I recommend role-playing games, real pen and paper role-playing games to adults all the time. I highly recommend that whether you're playing the RIFTS game or D&D, and if you're the GM, try not to be super tight to the rules. Try to make it an easygoing thing that is enjoyable. Adhere to the secrecy on your end and you being able to have dice behind a wall and things like that so that you can maintain control of things. But, try not to make it so paint by numbers. Try to get it to have a more brisk flow to the gamesmanship. Sometimes a lot of the rules and regulations that they want to put just makes it all take fucking forever. So don't do that. Try to go at the speed of enjoyment and comfortability. But I so recommend role-playing games. I plan to go and play some with my brothers when I go up for Christmas, which I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go see my siblings and my mom and my dad for Christmas. And we're going to play some RIFTS, and I am stoked about it. So I figured I would turn you guys on to RIFTS. But there's other ones too. But RIFTS is just really cool. Like I said, you can fight Indians and cowboys in the Old West. You can have blood sports with juicers and big futuristic cities, magic, technology, psychicism. You can go to England and fucking meet Merlin and the fucking new Knights of the Round Table, and you can go to Russia and fight giant mechas, mechs that they've built, and go to Japan and the cool cybernetic industry. And like every different spot has a different. Every different spot has a different spot. Every different spot on the planet has a unique character based on the history, especially the esoteric and interesting history of those places. And it was so funny, actually, because I was such a skeptic and so close-minded to esoteric, kind of thought. And when I became open to esoteric information, all of a sudden I realized that I knew a lot because RIFTS had taught me, because RIFTS was all based on real shit. I don't know. I think that's fucking hysterical. Anyway, if you want to hear my music, I wrote the It's Gonna Be Fucking Awesome theme song. If you want, you can check out my band Dilf USA, which is on Spotify and all the places like that. But all of my music is being sequestered onto our website for free, blacklightdistrict.studio. There's a lot of great stuff there and free comics, and you should go check it out, blacklightdistrict.studio. You can email me at jbs@blacklightdistrict.studio. And what is the other thing? Oh, Sunday I do my Everything They Don't Want You to Know Esoteric Wisdom show. If that sounds like fun to you, you should check it out. I'm going to be back in the new year with my 5 days a week animation, live action, comic books, music, and my wild card. But I'm going to take a little break. But I do hope that you will join me finally one last time Saturday, tomorrow, for another fucking awesome episode of The Coolest Alive. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. You've been listening to Coolest Geek Alive with me, your host, Jesse Blaze Snider. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more excellent geek culture content. Thanks for listening.
It's my favorite part. Isn't that heavy? I played that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Coolest alive. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Stay with your tribe. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Revenge of the Geeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Week after weeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Laughing with you. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And crying sometimes too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Spelling it out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. gonna be fucking awesome. Talking some shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Living the shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Food in our mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Get in the mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Tell all your friends. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Call right or text. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Raising the bar. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Straight to the stars. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's starting soon. Straight to the top. It's awesome. Passing the moon. It's gonna be fucking awesome. On with the show. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Ready, set, go.
It's going to be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Just wait. You'll see. You'll all see.
The podcast playground.